Alright. Welcome everybody. Let's get into the chat screen. Switch over. Alright. Oi. How's everyone doing? I have been not too long, only about a week. A week away. Quite a bit has happened in the last 48 hours even. And for me, I've been up to a couple of things. Let me think. If the last time I streamed was about a week ago, we are now Thursday. Okay, so let's go over the nice, I guess, stuff to talk about that's happened in my life, and then we'll get to the juicier, I guess you could say, topics. And I have some thoughts that I really want to articulate, and depending on if I think it comes out right or not, I will make it into its own video, but I don't know. I hate like farming, but also if I think I'm adding value to the conversation, like I will do it, even if it's like, oh, you're jumping on the bandwagon. And I think if there's some value in what I think is being said, then I'd like to add to the discourse, right? Because there's plenty of people who are not adding value, adding to the discourse. And I got some tea here as well to keep my throat parched. I guess first random chat negative. I think I got like tendonitis in my elbow, my left elbow. It's really annoying me. I don't know what's going on about that. I probably should see a physio, or like I have private insurance as well, so I can at least hold them up faster. But I don't know. I feel like I just had therapy before. Let's bring Linda in. I think I just had a bunch of therapy on kind of effectively my neck. Different issue. Maybe I'm getting old. I think it's just because I'm not really looking after myself, which is not a surprise. Sorry, my things go crazy because I'm just like wiping my face away. So yeah. So that's one thing. Saturday I went to Hyper Japan, which was a lot of fun. I met a couple of people over there. I drank a lot I sampled a lot of sake, I guess. So that was fun. Like I had already sampled like 5 sakes by the time I had like literally just entered. So that was amusing, you could say. And the other thing was I got to see a couple of VTubers perform. I think it's obviously pre-recorded, but I saw Aura, I saw Pandora, I saw some other people who I forget, but those are the ones that I remember the names of because those are the ones I'm most familiar with. I heard, I think, of one other before, which I saw as well. I think maybe I don't know. At this point, like, it's hard to keep track. Obviously, I say this very selfishly as another person VTubing as well. But hey Xander, thanks for the follow. How you doing? Just yapping about my weekend at the moment. So I so I saw some of that. They had a room which was so the convention hall is quite large, and like the Olympia has like a giant glass ceiling where they I'm doing well. I'm just, like I said, I'm just recapping. They had a big glass ceiling where it can make it really hot, but actually this was the day where it poured. I had to basically walk through the rain without an umbrella, and I got soaked. It was kind of insane. Luckily, I was wearing like a waterproof jacket, but still, it was ridiculous. So at least it was cool-ish in the convention hall. But but the room where the kind of little VTuber concert thing was happening was it was quite stuffy and warm inside. So inside, it was like a very small room. It was called the dark room. you can imagine, then it was pretty hot. So so that was that, and I spent a bit of time there. There was obviously quite a bit of food available, but like the queues took basically like an hour. Like it took so long, so I just basically went to Tesco and got some food, and then we went to the pub afterwards, and like chatted with some people and ate some pub food, and it was all good. I didn't really drink much more than that, so that was a lot of fun. Hey Mikachu, how you doing? Just yapping about my weekend. How you been? Hey, thanks, Amber. So yeah, so that was Hyper Japan was fun. I don't know if I would go again though, because it didn't really have a lot of new stuff compared to like MCM and some of the other, and we got Vexpo coming up. So I did buy a little bit of merch, but I think they were going to be there anyway at Vexpo. Oh, very nice, very nice. What did you get? I just ate some, I guess it was like mustard chicken with some veg and rice, which is pretty much like very standard stuff that I eat. I could drink some tea. So, but yeah, Hyper Japan was alright. It's over 3 days, but I mean, quite frankly, you could do it in like 3 hours. Not 3 days. It was mostly just to hang out with people and chat, and the little VTuber concert thing, which was alright. There were some VTuber meet and greets, but again, I didn't really recognize anyone but one person, and that person was on the Friday, so I didn't get to see them. So that was fine. And then, like I said, went to the pub afterwards. It was one of the peeps' birthday as well, so we got birthday cake for them. Which I didn't actually have any, because at that point I had stuffed my face full of, like I said, like sake and all this other like very high calorie things. Oh, burger. I like burger. I got burger, actually. That's what I ordered when I went to Wetherspoons. They have a bunch of new burgers, actually. I got the very cheesy one because I love cheese. So it was so cheesy, it was just dripping all over, which is kind of what you want. And then I ordered like onion rings, but I didn't realize it came with onion rings as well. So I just got double onion rings, which I just shared with other people because I wasn't going to, I wasn't going to have it all by myself. So yeah, so there's that. Like I said, so that's really the next convention basically is Vexpo in about a month and a bit. There's not really any other, I guess you call nerdy stuff going on. All the conventions are pretty much, not so quite coming to an end, but pretty much like towards the end of convention season, which has basically been June, July. So that's been pretty cool. But my wallet is probably quite thankful, although Vexpo will probably be the most expensive, for sure. The most expensive convention that I have been to probably this year. Because Vexpo was the most expensive I went to last year, because I just like all the VTuber stuff is there. The meet and greets are also going to open up, I think, tomorrow, the applications for it. So we'll see if I get anything. I'll let you guys know. There's like a couple of people that I'm interested in. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are with that. And then obviously all the big news. So, and I thought that I may or may not make a video out of my thoughts around this. But as so for those who don't know, which I find kind of hard to believe, but for those who don't know, VShojo imploded, which was not on my bucket list. I was kinda sus about them in general, but not like them personally, just in terms of the business model, because I had heard from other VTubers that the contract didn't make a lot of sense to some people. No details obviously given, but the thing that kind of I think started raising flags was obviously when a couple of people left. Hara left, Giga left, and people were like, okay, what's going on? And it sounded like, well, you know, there's some business side stuff. You're like, okay, well, kind of makes sense. You don't really need them, which we'll get to. And then, yeah, it turns out they have been effectively stealing, is what the allegations all talk about. And obviously, everyone's heard about what happened to Iron Mouse, which, you know, obviously $500,000 to charity, big deal, plus whatever else they owe. But it's just not Mouse, apparently. It is basically everybody else under vShojo, including all the people who were about to be debuted. There was a whole bunch of like 6 other, I don't know how many VTubers who were also set to debut who have also been screwed over. And the thing is about this controversy, to kind of make it clear, like, this isn't just like controversy. If this is, you know, if this was just they owed the people money, this probably, okay, maybe falls into criminal act. I am not a lawyer. I think legal might have done, or legal mindset might have done something about this. But it's also the fact they basically scammed out a charity, which is a huge no-no. Scamming out a charity is going to get the IRS on your ass. So I'm going to expect all the lawyers involved, and from what I heard, all the lawyers are involved. But the fear is that, at least from my gut feel, I don't think they're getting anything back, because I suspect that vShojo has been functionally bankrupt for at least 9 months, from what I'm hearing. And they've probably been in trouble for like at least a year and a half. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, I think the fact that, you know, this scam Mouse, like a low blow, etc., and we don't know why. I think the general theory at the moment is that they probably ran into financial mismanagement, and they basically kind of pyramid schemed where they used the money that had come in, because a lot of the way these work is money comes in, and then you have like a credit, like a debtor to pay. But that debtor probably has like a 60-day leeway or whatever it is. I don't know exactly how it works. But you'll have like a 60-day where you have to pay it back. And so in that 60-day, they're going to use that money that's currently on their books to therefore fund something else. But maybe that thing falls short. Well, then suddenly they're now owe money and they can't pay it off. And they were expecting money to pay it off, but it didn't happen. And now they're like, oh shit, I'm going to have to, you know, roll the ball forward and keep rolling it, and then basically you're just it's the equivalent of, I have a credit card I need to pay off, I'm going to get another credit card to pay off the other credit card, and they're just rolling it until it all collapses. And that sounds like what's happened. And by collapses, I mean it's been collapsed for a while, hence they've not been paying anybody for a while. Like, this isn't they just found out last month, this is 6 months at least no pay. Which is where I'm going to get to this other part. But what I will say, by the way, is I am, as much as this makes me sad and disappointed, I am so proud of this community, right? Which has rallied for Mouse, rallied for the girls, and rallied for the charity. And they've raised, I think last time I checked, $1.1 million, which is crazy. It's crazy. And, you know, if you haven't donated and can donate, please do. I donated a little bit. I won't say how much, because this isn't, you know, even a little bit just shows that, like, as bad actors that exist, I think fundamentally people are good. Even the people who scammed here likely did not start off with the, I'm going to screw these girls over. It likely started with a mistake to cover a mistake, to a panic, to therefore, you know, end up happening what happening. Now, that's no excuse, but generally I believe that most people aren't like evil, right? Which doesn't excuse what's happened, but you know, generally people do what they think is right. People make mistakes. Now, this is a hell of a lot of mistake, which likely carries jail sentence, from what I understand. But fundamentally, that's the thing. And I think a lot of discourse has happened after this, obviously with the stuff around Niji, EN, where a lot of people are like, don't need agencies. Agencies are all scams. Agencies are terrible. Don't join an agency. They provide no value. The talents are all the values. Only support the talent, never support the org, whatever. Which I get the backlash, but it is a very childish take, in my view. As someone who's worked for corporations for a while, and someone who, my dad works self-employed, there are pros and cons to being self-employed versus working for, let's say, an agency. And those advantages are not to be understated. There are a reason why people really want to join Hololive, even still. There's a reason why people will still join agencies. I think there's a few things here. Number one, this is a problem just generally in the entertainment industry, but it's like any creative industry. There's huge demand for people to want to join creative industries, and they will basically sacrifice or ignore red flags to do so. You know, it's if you talk to anyone trying to join Hollywood, like there were many who would basically like give up 90% of their profits to potentially become famous. It's why, you know, a lot of record artists, right? If you hear about terrible record deals where they were really famous, but then they never made any money, or they retired broke, like Michael Jackson, like, you know, even Taylor Swift has been redoing her record deals from what I sort of understand. I don't know the full details, but there's a reason why she's doing what she's doing. And it's because desperate young, especially people, will just sign whatever they can. And I think a business is a business. And that goes both ways. It means that they will treat you like, and it doesn't have to be they will treat you like a number, but their job is to make profit. But at the same time, the onus is on the individual that they read their contract, they consult a lawyer, and understand that you're using them as well. You don't join. I mean, obviously some people do. They, you know, maybe they want to join Holo or whatever other organization phase because they love the girls, they want to be part of that, whatever. But ultimately, it's a business decision. If you're a content creator to join these organizations, I'm sure a lot of, let's say, medium-sized indies, if they join something like Holo, they probably wouldn't make much more money at the end of the day. In reality, they may actually not make much more money because of all the cuts. YouTube takes a cut, Cover takes a cut, whatever. But the opportunities, like to be embedded in all the merchandise, to have those giant concerts, whatever, like that also cannot be stated. To have the management support cannot be understated, right? Like, imagine this had happened when, I don't know, imagine something like this happened to in Cover, right? The girls would not have to, or the guys would not have to manage lawyers, right? Cover would do that on their behalf. That would be often. All the girls now in VShojo, ex-VShojo, have to deal with lawyers. They have to deal with overhead. They have to deal with the stress. And I feel for someone like Mouse, who has a huge, you know, immune system, you know, a problem where like that's going to take a toll on your health. So there's benefits to being, you know, in a corporation. At the same time, there is absolute truth that the talents are the main draw, and without the talents, the org is nothing. And so that's also on the talent's responsibility to understand what their worth is, understand your worth, right? Feel free to negotiate. There's stories now coming out of people like Shy Lily, who got to contract negotiation, didn't like the contract, goes, I'm worth more than this. You need me more than I do at this point, based on what you're offering me. No. And that's part of the reason why I think, you know, some of the other girls left, like Giga, where they were like, I kind of brought you in to help me with the business side, but really, actually, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. All right. And so I think we need to have a mature conversation around corporations where you you have to treat the corporations as corporations. Treat them as what they are. And you can still have a good time. You can still enjoy the people. You can still like your co-workers, whatever. But it's a job. And you treat it like a job. Like, if I work in my current work, and they were like, hey, we're not going to pay you in 6 weeks, but we promise we will. I'm not going to just sit there and go, yeah, I get it. We're a family. I'll sack it. No. You're going to turn around and go, no, pay me the money or I'm leaving and I'm suing your ass. Because a well-run org, a well-run company should not have that kind of cash flow problem. And if they do, they certainly should be prioritizing their talents to get paid. Because again, the job is to keep them happy. So I think that, again, it's a matter of standing up. And like this is not victim blaming in any way, but it's a discussion of maturity that needs to happen in the content creator space, which is what's happened over in the Hollywood space. I mean, you just hear stories of things like child actors got hugely taken advantage of to the point where they had to create new laws, right? And even not child actors, even regular actors get taken advantage of in many ways. Like, there's a maturity that needs to happen in the space where it's like, you know, an understanding of what is normal in a contract, what is normal to be expected, and what is not normal, right? Was it the 2% meme? I can't remember what it was about, for those leaving Niji with their like only getting like 2% of merch or some crazy, like, I don't remember what the thing was, but it was some, you know, absurd thing where like you should just be like, no. And I know, for example, like, look, like people have left Hololive, for example, and some of it's been creative decisions, etc. But you've not heard any like huge backlash against Holo from the talents, because they understood it was basically a business decision from their point of view. They were like, I want to go indie. I don't want to do all these big things. Or, hey, like, I disagree. Like, there was none of it, I was treated badly, or they stole from me, or anything like that. They just they just want to do something different even. And that's fine. Like, that's normal. If anyone's ever worked a normal job, you leave your job to go do something new. And it doesn't even mean that you hate the people. Like, in my team, I'm going to talk about what my current work is. In my current work, I've had 2 people leave. And there was nothing my company could have done to keep them. And it wasn't about the company, it was about what they wanted to pursue. And really, that was fine. There was no bad blood. We're still like chatting, right? So I really don't think that, like, you know, obviously we should look at everything case by case, but this, you know, not all orgs are evil. They have their place. Now, do I think, like, how many VTubers should be in orgs? I honestly think that the majority should not. Because I don't think a small org, personally, would give the benefits that would pay off. Now, maybe, or rather, you certainly shouldn't be giving large chunks to small orgs, because what they could provide you is much smaller than, let's say, a big org. With a big org, maybe you want to give them a bigger cut, because actually, even though your margin's smaller, your revenue expands so much that actually overall you take more money, right? I think about it. Like, even if, like, let's say, yeah, I mean, they definitely did. But again, like, if you listen to what Shy Lady's talked about, and it's well worth it listening to what her thoughts on how the contract negotiation went. She did it exactly how she did. She approached it with, this is what I want. This is what I believe you could give me. Mutual, you know, whatever. She got to the contract negotiation. The promises were not in writing. And for the love of God, let me put this, like, I will reiterate this. If it's not in writing, it never happened. If you work in a job and your boss says, oh yeah, you'll get promoted next year, and it's not in writing, they will turn around in a year and they will not give it to you. Okay, I'm not saying that they won't, but that promise is worthless. It's not written down. So get it in the contract, because it's like, you know, it's like people talk about prenup. It's like, look, you don't plan for shit to happen. You don't plan to get divorced. But if you do get divorced, there's safety. And there's safety for both sides, right? it means that you guys don't, like, neither side has to worry about trust, because trust is a very fickle thing, right? And this whole idea of like, you know, oh no, we don't need to put in a contract, we work on a trust basis, which is what I think, I don't remember if it was Shy Lady or whatever, someone said about what vtuber, the person negotiating the contract said. Like, that is not, that's a red flag. So they have their place corporations. I you know, the work that Hololive and Base Connect doing seems to be pretty good, right? And even on the Niji Sanji side, right? At least on the JP side, that seems to be running decently, from what I hear. Like, there was no max essence over there. And I get there's cultural differences and all that kind of stuff, and we don't know the full detail. But this is not the end of corporations. But I hope it is a big kick up the butt for those looking to join corporations to be a lot more aware of what's in the contracts and to honestly demand what their worth is. Because again, the best deal is one that both benefit from. Should not be predatory. And there's no benefit in being predatory, because if you're predatory on somebody, it's not a very long-term business plan, because they'll leave and then they'll talk badly about you. So that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on the situation. And I think, you know, where I think things go from now, obviously there'll be, yeah, that's another obviously situation. Now, where things will go, I don't know. There'll be lawyers, whatever. This is not the end of corporations. They have their place. This is definitely the end of Ishoujo. And again, I feel so badly for the talents. I feel bad for the talents who are joining, right? Mint was, I think, effectively kind of part of it for like a year. Didn't get paid either. The artists who didn't get paid, although again, Iron Mouse, bless her soul, says she'll cover that. And she's, you know, reaching out to artists, etc. And again, I'm just gonna say, and I said this earlier, massive props to the community. They stood behind them. They've raised a huge amount of money. And, you know, it just shows that there is always hope to be taken from bad situations. And that, again, fundamentally, everyone's just here to have a good time and do what they love. So, you know, I hope this is the last controversy. It will not be. But I hope now that, you know, those maybe in those situations similar, currently maybe with some other orgs, they get out. And hopefully those looking to join orgs are a lot more careful when they do so. So that's pretty much my thoughts. And I'll just leave it there. But yeah, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. And my waffle or whatever. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. So that was the waffle. And I think what we're going to do next is we are going to play the game, which will be Holocure. So let me go set that up. Let me fire it up. Where's Holocure? Is it this? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I ain't doing a controller. Well, maybe I will, but I don't like actually playing with the controller. Let me, oh god, my headset's died. I'll drink my tea as well. Alright. Hold on. All the music's going crazy. This is loud as well. I need to probably take it down. I am drinking peppermint tea because it was a lot of food I ate, so I just want to make sure my digestion's all good. Oh shit. There we go. Right, let's go to. All right, how do I set you up? No, I don't need you. And where are you? Holocure. Every single time I have to set it up differently. Alright, let's switch over. Now, I've not played much. How's the sound, by the way? Is it okay or is it a bit too loud? I can never tell. Audio volume is the worst thing to balance. Let's see. A bit too loud, that's what I thought. Let me know if this is better. How's that? Is that any better? Maybe I'll put it slightly lower as well. Even a tiny bit more. There we go, maybe. Hopefully that's better. So, I don't remember exactly where we were. I played pretty much everyone already. Everyone's maxed. Actually, not everyone's maxed out. Oh, not everyone's maxed out. But what I really wanted to do was a few things. First, we'll see. Have I got all the upgrades? Yeah. And I unlocked everyone in the gacha. But actually, what I really want to do, I'll do all the rest of this, is I want to go to the casino. Because I didn't really do much on the casino before. And what's the stream without gambling? Am I right, guys? I've not been, I think. I don't even remember if I've been. I played like... Oh, I have not been. I just got the achievement. Gambling. Hello, Pecora. Oh. Yeah. Draw. Oh, I lose. Oh. Oh. Ah. I lost all my money. Mama. Wow, I'm negative. Prizes. Okay. Oh, you get pets. It's a fucking monkey. All right. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And then holo coin prizes. Oh, I can buy these things? Only a... definitely not a scam. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of money. Why not? We got a legendary weapon. I just spent all my money. Alright. Oh, right. Oh, you can... Oh, I see. Okay, cool. We have... Oh, I can talk to Pekka Mama, so I didn't talk. Welcome to Usada Casino. This is the perfect stop to take a rest from your adventures and just enjoy some fun and games. We offer a variety of mini games here just for you to win. First, you'll want some Usada Casino chips. That's our main currency here. You already have 500... Well, I already lost all that. But if you need more, you can buy up to 1,000 chips from me. To get even more, you have to win at any of our casino games. With enough chips, you can exchange them for a bunch of different prizes. Be sure to take a look at our prizes, see if there's anything you'd like. If you enjoy, stay here. Okay. I love that. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah. All right. What games we've got? I think I've seen most of the games, but I don't remember all of them. Okay, blackjack. Let's bet, I don't know, 100. Why not? Oh, bloody hell. Ah, come on. All right. Keep that. We definitely hit. I understand that. Oh, you're kidding. No, we keep going. Come on. What is this, like, bullshit? Oh, okay. Keep going. Oh my god. I'm just losing. He's got 20. Yay! We won. Okay, we won something. What's this one? Oh, this is also blackjack. Okay. Oh, roulette. There's like one red. And then white's like double. And then one spin. See what we get. Oh, I had to press stop. Okay. We won that one too. What's this? Oh, it's racing. Okay. I think... Oh, in a fighting pit. Okay, I think we'll come back to that later. Math. Oh, the input. So, when I watch other people play math, I may chat shit. Time for me to eat my shit. 6 times 4, 24. Out of my way. 30. I'm so bad at this. 6 times 6 is 36. Right, so then 42. Cool. That is 21. Out of the way. That is 24. That is 22. Let me through. Let me through. 14. 3. 9. Oh, get out of the way. That is 31. Math isn't too bad at the moment. The problem is I'm playing math at almost 9 o'clock. Alright, let's go harder. Oh no, I can't. I need 1,000. Okay, we'll come back. Higher, lower. I think we know how that game goes. I swear to God. Okay, well, we take the winning. And then we have slots. Spin. We will play until we win. I wonder if this actually, like, you can climb anything. I feel like you can't. I feel that's actually just random. Come on. God damn it. Yes, we got 5 after losing everything. Alright, cool. Hey, Subaru. Talk to me. Not you. How do I talk to... How do I... Ah, hello. Scissors. Scissors again. Rock. Oh, we win. How much money has she got? She got 300. Can we beat her? Nope. Oh shit, we're gonna lose. Okay, well we lost now. Alright, can we get more? Oh, I guess you could only max it to 1,000. Alright. We could do the maths, right? Math should be easy. This is the harder math. That's 4. That's 3. I believe that's 88. If I could please shoot this. You're in the way. You're still in the way. There we go. That's 25. That's 20. That is 12 times by... Is that 12? 12 times 12? That's 100 and... Yeah, that's 12. No. No. The other one's 12. The other one is 36 minus 8. 28 is 8. 8 times 12 is 96. I almost made a mistake. 7 times 11 is 77. That's 20 minus 14, which is 6. I missed. That is 33 plus 9 is 42. That is 57. And that is... that becomes 78. And then 78 becomes 83. That's 10. What the hell's 10? Oh, you go over there. Come on. Come on. No, I can't quite get him. Come on. There we go. That is... I want to say it's 15 or something. Yeah. That's 9. That's 22. I can bloody... Out of my way! Nice! Kanpeki! Alright. Do we just keep going? So I feel somewhat like I could do math. $55 minus 4 is 51. 5 times 12 is 60, right? Come on. Okay. Okay. This is not easy. I think we're going to start right to left, actually. So 84 minus 75 is 9. Then 100 minus 49 is 51. 51 minus 9 is 42. And then 40. So I've got to remember 42 on the right. Then 85 minus 16 is 75. 75. Becomes 69. 69 minus 42 is 69 minus 42 is 27. Well, this is not good. 27 isn't there. Shit, I don't want to write stuff down. I'm going to pretend it's 24 and I got it. Nope. Okay, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Okay, well, let me write this down. Hey, you know what? This is what chat's for. Alright. So 85 minus 6. I just literally use chat as my... So 85 minus 16 becomes 75. 75 minus 6 is 69. So then I got 69. Alright, type that in. So 69 minus 50, that's 51, right? 69 minus 51. You know what, that's point. 69 minus 51 is 18. And then, yeah, that was 9. Okay, fine. You're right. It is 9. Thank you. Now, be honest. Did you use a calculator or did you actually figure out? Be honest, Pikachu. All right, let's do this one. Fair enough. I was trying to do it in my head, but it's hard to remember the numbers. And I think I got the last calculation wrong. Okay, so this one's not easy, but it's a lot easier. So 20 plus 39 is 59. Times by 1, still 59. And then 59, 37 plus 38 is, well, becomes 60. And then 60 plus 15 is 75. So then if I add 75 to 59 is... Yeah, math is hard. Especially when you don't use... Like, so my job, like, is a lot like data and a lot of Excel. So you would think I'd be good at math. Like, I remember I got into finance, right? And my sister, I was like, hey, you guys could do this. Like, there's not a lot of... She's like, oh, but I'm really bad at math. You know, finance is really mathy. I was like, bro, we use no math. We just use Excel. And we don't even use that much Excel. Like, honestly, like, there are a lot of smarter people doing the really techie stuff, but 90% of us are not doing anything that's like... Oh, math retake? Yeah. I did a math... To be fair, I did also a math retake. But that was because I was trying to get an A and I got a B and I was not happy, so I redid it and got an A. Oh, yeah, I also failed by... I think I failed by... I didn't fail, but I didn't get my grade by 3 marks, if I remember. So, let me see. Wait, I was calculating, wasn't I? It's like 134. Yeah, I think it's 134. Where are you? There we go. Sorry, I'm spending way too long on this. 10 times 1 is 10. Times by 5 is 50. Times by 2 is 100, right? They still... I may depend what kind of math we're talking about here, right? Like, I often... okay. I think I'm a smart person, so that probably helps. But when it comes to math, I do think, as someone who's... Actually, I went to lots of different schools. the teacher really makes an impact. And like learning how to do math. So if I like, I'm sure you know like bid maths, right? Like, so 4 plus 1, you do the brackets first. So 4 plus 1 is 5, 4 plus 2 is 6, 5 times 6 is 30, right? Now, yeah, well, that's what I believe. A lot of people who are bad at math, number one, they had shitty teachers. But number two as well, like a lot of, you can teach maths in a lot of different ways. And I think the way that the school system is kind of set up at the moment is that it's just like a one-size-fits-all. And it's usually towards the middle-ish towards bottom denominator. Often. Because they just want people to pass. They don't care if you do really, really well, and they don't want you to do really, really badly. So they kind of just like, yeah, put you in the middle. But like here, like 97 minus 31, I mentally go, well, I know when it's minusing, I can minus the left number and the right number off each other. So 9 take away 3 is 6, 7 take away 1 is 6. I'm like, oh, 6, 6. Easy. I say easy. But a lot of it is actually, at least the timetable sort of memorization. Like this is just 120, right? Okay. When it comes to like polynomials and all these other things, simultaneous equations, honestly, a lot of it is just like memorization of patterns. You don't even know why it's the case. You're just like, well, I know I moved the number down here, and I know I do this. Do I know why? No. Do they ever explain it? Not really. So, and it's not very interesting, right? But obviously, if it leans into your skill set that you're quite good at, which for me was, I'm just good at pattern memorization, which doesn't have to be maths, by the way. Like, pattern memorization can be anything. Yeah, it's boring. Like, for me, the reason I enjoyed maths was because I was good at it, and I like being smart, because I like getting good grades, because my parents would only, well, basically my parents would punish me if I didn't get good grades. So that was my motivation, which isn't a great motivation, but you know, it is what it is. 64 minus 62, that's 2 times by 10 is 20. Wait, no, that can't be right. No, it's 2 times 9. 2 times 9, which is 18. I actually quite enjoyed algebra as well. Because algebra, again, it's like, okay, well, I moved this over here, I timed, like, it's all kind of quite logical. Is there any particular one that you struggle with? Like geometry or I don't even remember what was in maths. There's mechanics and statistics as well, if I remember. They kind of do things very different. I understand statistics very well, but I'm very bad at doing them. And mechanics, I was quite good at doing the math behind the mechanics, but I wasn't very good at, like, conceptualizing it, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know. Everyone's got their abilities. This one, again, is, like, long. Oh, yeah, like, all that stuff. But, again, like, that stuff is... Again, with geometry... Honestly, with geometry, the best way I used to revise is I just did past papers. And I would just do past papers over and over and over again until I just got it. Because there's only so much they can change, right? There's only so much they can actually change the questions, right? That's kind of what made it easy. It's just like, I was like, well, they're just going to change the numbers. It's the same question every single time. So, but yeah, if you have like bad memory, then you're like, yeah, you're fucked. Day 1 plus 9 is 40. Plus 95 minus 61 is 34. Oh my god. Oh no, I was the same. I don't remember. What was the one that I was really bad at? There was a particular question I remember. I struggled incredibly. Yeah, but like, I think that's fine. Like, again, you know, you'd have to be good at maths. You just be able to do it. or at least you got to be able to learn how to learn. So even if you're like not naturally good at maths, if you learn a system of how you would learn maths, that's very useful. Like, I'm very bad at languages. Like, I'm really bad at languages, but I know that how to learn a language if I wanted to learn a language and if I had the motivation to learn a language. I know how I would do it. I'm just not interested in languages, and it's a lot of effort. But I know how I would do it. And that in itself is a useful skill. But unfortunately, the way that everything is worked now is like you just need grades. You don't actually, like, the moment you get the grade, you can just exit your brain because they don't actually care about what you learn. They just care that you could learn, that you got a good grade. So I'm not a fan. And this is someone I did very well in the school system. Yeah, so when I look at that, when I see that you studied for 5 hours and you failed, no one's that stupid. Unless you're actually stupid, if you know what I mean. Like, unless you actually, like, are dumb. Like, if you worked 5 hours a day and failed, it means that you either taught badly, or you're not taught the correct tools, or you didn't have the right support, etc., etc. Like, that's what it means. Or you didn't even have the right confidence. Sometimes, like, you can go in and just not, like, you're self-doubting, you run out of time. But because I had this conversation with my work colleagues, the people I manage, I tell them, like, look, you guys, you got to this point, none of you are stupid. So if you are bashing your head, I doubt it, because, like, I remember I was teaching my sister math. She wasn't good at maths. When I was teaching her, she was getting good at maths. But the problem is she had a very bad attention span because she didn't like to put hard work into stuff she didn't like. So there's a lot of people who say they're not good at something. And then I asked, well, how hard did you work? And they didn't put any hours in. Now, it sounds like you actually put in hours. So I wouldn't knock yourself down. I think that ultimately you probably just didn't have a very good teacher. And hopefully, you know, one thing I advise, by the way, I don't know if you've done this, YouTube videos are really good for this shit. Because you could find people who explain the same thing indifferently, and one of them might click. Just a suggestion. Next time you're revising and you, like, stuck around, I don't know, cones, for example, look for a YouTube video. You might actually find someone who actually can, yeah. And I bet you it can be quite helpful. But again, nothing's better than a tutor, basically. That's the other thing as well. But again, you will, whenever you become, I don't know, 20 years time. 20 years time. Let's put it this way. Me 20 years ago, or I don't know, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, years ago, is way smarter than me now. I look at whatever I wrote at university, and I'm like, who wrote this? I don't understand a word, and I wrote it. And I'm like, but I don't understand any of it. Yeah, you'll survive. Alright. But I need to actually figure this out, though. So, this was 40. I wish they had, like, a little righty thing. That'd be great. The 40 on the left. 95 minus 61 is 34. So plus 34. And then times that by 1. So it's just 74, right? Oh, fuck. I meant to click this one. Out of the way. Out of the way. There we go. Oh, God. That is 40 minus 39. That's 1. 6.4 is... I want to say that's like... isn't that like... isn't that like 16? I want to say that's 16. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised. I guessed that one based on the numbers. Because, like, I knew it was, like, above 10, and I knew it wasn't as high as, like, 19, and that was the only number that was kind of in the middle. But anyway, this is the last. We're going to do this math, and I'm not going to do the really hard one. Like, no. We're going to play some normal Holocure after this. Maybe. So you don't run away and leave, because honestly, I get it. 9 times by... Oh. Nice trick. That's 95 minus 89. That's 6. 6 times 9. 6 times 9 is 54. There you go. Yeah, nah. Again, past papers are the way to go. Trust. Past papers, just do as many as you can. That's how I learned. I would just cram. Oh, right. We've got the square. So it's 3 plus... That's 4. That's 20 divided by 4. 5, right? Yeah. 1 times by 9. 9. 50 minus 9. 41. God damn it. Stay still. Stay still. Oh, wait. There's... Oh, maybe there's... Yeah. 6 times 3 is... Yeah. Isn't it just like 18? That's 25. Okay, they've relaxed on the questions, luckily. Oh. Ignore me. 3 plus... This would be easier to do than that. So that is... I'm just going to write this down. 3 plus... Whatever 41 plus 52 is, which is 93. Minus 10. Is that 86? Oh, God. I did not mean to do that. 135 divided by 5. That's not too bad because I can just divide by 10 times by 2. So that's 13.5, which becomes 27. Okay, this one's hard. Oh, you know what actually I can do? 14 divided by 7 is 2. That's 21, isn't it, actually? Yeah, it's 21. Alright, but like, can I please shoot? Can I please shoot? Alright. Alright. You're not that bad at math. Trust. Alright. We got a bunch of shit. We're going to go and actually play the game. Cool. Well, that was fun maths. Alright. If I remember what we were doing, I was trying to like... Was I trying to like win every stage? Oh, I don't think I beat... Did I beat Fantasy Island? I don't know if I have. I think what I was trying to do, if I remember, was I trying to like win with every single... Oh no, but I've not won the... I've not beat the final island, I think. Okay. Fine. Who's the best person to play? Well, I'll play with my Oshi first, and then we can figure out who else to go for. These guys, oh, these guys aren't even maxed out yet, though. So let's do the new stage. Let's try and win the new stage. Which one should I go for? Which one do I like? Let's go with this one. All right. I did find. Which ones am I not one on? Huh. Yeah, but I did that for English, Pikachu. So, I think that's fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check my Steam library, because that should tell me which thingies I've actually done. Hold on. Let me look at my achievements. Okay, but let me look at the global achievements. Does it not tell me what I've unlocked? Get no question. Okay, so stage 4 hard I've not done. Why don't I... Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, I'm gonna do Fantasy Island, because I don't think I've... Alright. Let's see if I can beat this. I thought I did beat this. Okay, but how do I actually do the... Oh, okay, it's control. Oh, I forgot how addictive this game was. Before the recent patch, I had literally played everything to max, basically. And like gotten like gajillions of dollars. Just keep maxing out Phoenix Sword. I think I like to go vertical if possible, so that's what I'll usually do. Yeah, let's keep going vertical. I'm also kind of behind on my reaction videos. There's a few music videos that have come out that I want to watch, but it's just been on the back burner. I've been so busy at work that I've not even had time to actually look at some of them. Okay. I'm gonna have to get lifesteal or something. Oh, that's new. Promised Tiara. Is that Kobo? I don't know. We probably won't go for it though. Is this one good? I do like that one. But yeah, I will get back into... I mean, I was looking... what I like to do is when I go to the gym, after I do some of the weights, which is happening a bit less now because of my injury, I will go on the treadmill and just like watch videos. And cause I'll do like incline walking, which I quite like. Oh, okay, nice. And I like to watch the videos in my watch later playlist. So obviously you can do that on YouTube. And which one do I want? Let's do lava. This is probably quite good. Yeah. What was I saying? But my watch later list is currently about 150 videos. And obviously some of them are just like random clips, but some of them are videos that I want to watch and react to. So I am well behind on what I want to do. But that should slowly, hopefully, clear up. Vertically, it's probably good here. Oh, yeah, I'm not running. I'm, like, fast walking. I'm just doing it to, like, get my heart rate up. I'm not actually trying to run. Because I hate running. But you're right. Like, you don't actually be running and watching. That's going to be, honestly, a bit dangerous. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm like, when people are like, oh, yeah, human beings are built for running. I'm like, well, this human being is not. And it's not like I'm, like, I don't know, heavy or anything. I just sit down on a desk all day. My joints are not... I mean, I've never been a good runner. Even at school, like, I could run, obviously. But it was just not. Like, I was never particularly fast. How do people... Yeah, very good question. I think that there is... As someone who has done running, like, when I was a kid, there is a high you get from it. But I also think just it's a bit of a cult. Like, when you listen to people talk about running, you're like, you're in a cult. This is not normal. I increase haste, all attack steal, less damage, but 10% fight. I don't know if that's actually that good. I want to reroll. Okay, am I going to eliminate anything? I think I'm going to eliminate this. Reroll. Let's keep going with this. I forgot about the whole eliminate system again. Rerolls. But we're doing pretty well. I feel like I should have. I don't know. If I haven't... I mean, one thing I do like about, at least knowing about running, is that, like, there is obviously, like, a bit of a culture around it, and there's a bit of a, you know, community around it, which is cool. Although, I feel like recently it's just become, I don't know, how do I say this? I know a lot of people who have joined run clubs, and they're not there for running. They're for dating. They're like, I'm going to meet someone at a run club. And I'm like, for God's sake. And it feels like every hobby, since the pandemic, every hobby has become this. Every hobby has become, let's make this a dating thing. And I don't necessarily think this is some, like, you know, insidious thing. I think just, like, all the alternatives to meet people have been slowly destroyed. And now this is all we have left. Obviously, you're at school or at uni, that's, like, fine. Because, like, at school and uni, there are people right there. But, yeah, in the working world, where people are, like, so many people are working from home. Even I'm mostly working from home at this point. It's a bit like, well... How am I going to meet someone? Because I can tell you, the dating apps are not it. I don't care whether you're a girl or a guy. Dating apps are just awful. The only people who like dating apps or do well in dating apps are like the top 5% of men who are like 6 foot with a yacht and whatever else. You can get all the women. And Insta people and Snapchat people who just want followers. That's pretty much it. They're the only ones who are doing well. Everyone else is doing badly. The guys are getting 0 matches. And the girls are all fighting over the same guy that they like. Whilst getting 90% of, like, everyone's a match. And they don't like everybody. And, like, there's hundreds of people pinging them. And they're like, there's so many people. What am I going to do? Yeah. So they're just bad in all circumstances. Again, whenever I hear this whole thing of it's worse for X person, I think no, it's bad for both. I have so many friends who are girls who are going, yeah, but you know, there's so many weirdos and this and that, and like you never know. And I'm like, yeah, sure. You'll have weirdos messaging you, and then maybe some of them will be quite creepy and probably say, you know, scary stuff. As a guy, you get nothing, or the person that you swipe is an OnlyFans person, or someone trying to scam you. there are a lot of scammers. So yeah, there's a reason why people are moving away. And it wasn't always this way. It was not always this way. I remember a time I've been on dating apps where it was not like that. I'm sure you had the same issue of like weird people, but because there was less like fake, especially fake women, the guys were less desperate. And it's like a cycle, because the more desperate the guys are, the more put off women are, which makes the guys only more desperate, which then just does the cycle. What do I want? Is it too late to do study glasses? It's also very greedy to do study glasses. I'm gonna eliminate this one. I don't think there's any value in doing double XP here. Oh, really? Really? I'll like eliminate both. So I don't know if the... I could turn it down even more if you want. It's so hard to audio balance. If it's still loud, I'll lower it down even more. Oh my god. No one paying attention anymore. I don't want this either. I'll lower it a tiny bit again. I think it just pops back up quite. I'm doing that. I think what it is like after you get the like this, when it pops back up, maybe it just pops out a bit too loud. Sometimes it has this thing. I remember it was I don't remember what game I was playing, but like I remember all of a sudden, like one of the sounds, like there's like 20 sounds going on or whatever. Oh my goodness. Would make suddenly like a very... I'm gonna have to... in a second. I just got... You probably didn't hear that. But I just got a beep that my headset is running out of battery. Hold on, let me pull this out. It means I unplug from my... I unplugged from my iPhone, which obviously has all my... Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember Swarm. Yeah, I think we may have mentioned League before. So I think Vampire Survivors. I don't know what the actual OG was, but the first game to make this genre famous was Vampire Survivors. And then this came along and it was basically like one of the best. Like basically took it and quite frankly improved it. I like it over Vampire Survivors. And then yeah, League obviously has looked at it, and not probably just this, but Vampire Survivors especially, and they did their own version. And I do like the PvE. I'm a big fan of the PvE game modes that Riot has done. Ouch. Owl Dagger, fine, I will do that. But they always get rid of them eventually. I always like the co-op with PvE game mode stuff. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I hit Diamond in TFT yesterday. Which I've gotten Diamond now like almost every set in a row. At least every set that I cared about. I think last set I didn't really care much, so I didn't get higher than either Plat or Emerald, I remember. But this set I wanted to get to Diamond, and I eventually got it at the end. Like I just had to like push. I think that like I'm pretty much a Diamond level player. High Emerald, low Diamond player. I could get Master if I really tried, but I'm doing stuff like streaming and trying to have a life. If I wanted to, if I was like, I don't know, like still at uni or whatever, or a lot lower level job, easier job, sure. Or if I was younger and I like, oh, I have all the time in the world, maybe I would waste my time in League a little bit more. But no. No. I'm not doing that. We're doing pretty well. I do see, like, it says, like, this game's only like 10 minutes, but it always feels like it's been way longer. Alright, where's the boss? Nanora! Oh, Nanora! Godzilla! I need to keep an eye on my health. Nanora, Nanora. Yeah, I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's just, it's just a game. Oh, you play actual League? Yeah, I used to do that. I used to play actual League. I play still ARAM to be fair a lot, but I don't play actual ranked. I feel like I'm just not a nice person in ranked. I don't know. It's a thing. Let's do bomb. Actually, I haven't actually checked. Have we got collabs from the knife? Okay, so we'll need to pick up either Ian Curse or Axe. Okay. Fine. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, same. I'm also support. I'm basically, if you ask me what my best champ is, it's probably Lulu. Ironically, I'm probably like a diamond level player on Lulu. But yeah, everyone else, I'm pretty decent at. I'm quite good at Morgana. I'm alright at Lux. I'm alright at Nami. I mean, I can play every single champ. Basically, I can play literally every single champ. So, also I realized this. Obviously, I think I streamed this once, but yeah, this is a very easy yapping game. I just like, at least until I need to like lock in. Let's do this. But yeah, I think I can play almost every champ. Leona is also one of my strongest champs. Thresh I'm decent at. But yeah, I could play most champs. I think I told you last time as well. I can play AD carry. I guess I'll just put this here for now, but I'm not moving. I'm going to be moving a lot. But I can play pretty much every area, everything except jungle. I can't play jungle. There's a new AD carry that came out that I want to like mess around with, but again, I'm not really. Any new release champion, I'm just like, they're either going to be broken or useless, and then everyone's going to want to play them regardless. Upgrade. Yeah, Rel I actually never learned how to play. I feel like I should learn Rel, honestly. But I just haven't. Rakan I'm decent at as well, actually. I always forget Rakan exists. It's because I used to play a lot of Xayah, and then we used to play a lot of Xayah Rakan as well, like on either side of that. But then I think Xayah got nerfed quite heavily. People stopped playing Rakan. I pretty much never see Rakan anymore. For whatever reason, which is sad. Because I really like Rakan. Yeah, I always really liked Xayah because I always like just like saying F you to people who tried to tower dive me. which happened a lot. Ooh, come on. I should also, what are my settings? Okay, I did lower stuff. That's fine. Cool. But yeah, I don't know what's meta or not. I like watched a little bit of MSI and a little bit of the EDC, whatever it's called. But I didn't watch loads, especially because Europe crashed out, and I was like, well, I'm not that interested. There we go. Figure out what I want to do next. We got bomb and we got lava. Yeah, I'm really good. I picked that XP skill early because I'm probably quite a bit ahead in levels now. Maybe I'll either go for Asakoko. Yeah. Okay. Keep moving. Keep moving. Go in circles. My tea is very much getting cold as well, I just realized. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna do X potato here. And then we'll get fiery potatoes. Oh, nice. Oh, I guess that was fan message, right? Have you played this? I recommend Holocure. It's like free. I mean, it's not free on your spare time, but it's free. Like, you don't even actually need to like Hololive. This game is good regardless. Like, I remember watching when it first came out on Steam, because it's been out for a while, like, kind of independently. But then it came out on Steam for a bit. And, like, even, like, the non-VTuber people were like, oh, shit, this game's actually good. I remember Bricky, he was kind of like, oh, no, this is actually good. This is around the same time he was like, starting to get into VTubers. Now he's just like plays with the VTubers, which I love. I love like people who are like normie coded. I mean, they're still he's still nerdy, but he's still normally coded. And then they just go into they fall into the trap, and then it's over. You're in the rabbit hole now. Oh shit! What's the? Oh, they just okay. Oh, it's Lunar Knights. Okay. Lunites. Yeah, we're very, very, very strong. Even though we're not farming much coins. This is not to farm coins. This is just to, number one, make sure that we have beat this latest level. I don't know if we did, and then we'll try the harder level, which I suspect I will not pass. I've not played Risk Terrain before. I think I've seen people play it, maybe. So it must be good, but I've just never played it. What's it like? Is it kind of like a, I mean, roguelite, as they call it? The kids these days call it? A roguelite. Mikorane! Okay, then bomb. I think we'll do the Asakoko bomb. Okay. Maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, I am doing so much damage. I think the Raven Feather's also just doing a lot. Because as long as I don't die, I just absolutely wreck. Oh shit. Getting distracted. Keep moving. I got an itch. "17 minutes. Alright, we got 3 minutes until the boss. Can we get another collab in time?" Oh yeah, part 2 of Raft is in the cards as well. I think. When did we schedule it? I think we scheduled for next week. Maybe next Tuesday. Is it next Thursday? Might be next Thursday. Yeah, I try to only have 1 coffee a day in the morning. Sometimes I'll have a coffee in the afternoon. And if my day is really going badly, I will have a coffee in the evening. Not in the evening, but like a third coffee. I mean, given how young I'm guessing you are, yeah, I didn't start drinking coffee until... How old was I when I started drinking coffee? I was a very late coffee person. I think I must have been like... When did I start regularly drinking coffee? I want to say I was like 25 when I started to actually start to drink coffee. Yeah, so I was... Like, at uni, I didn't... Like, I think maybe... I don't know, maybe I'm weird or whatever, but... When I was in uni, I didn't drink coffee. I guess I never felt like I needed it. But to be fair, I also did just fall asleep in class. Happily as well. This is not useful. It only gets worse. You will forget everything eventually. But yeah, like, I would resist coffee if you don't need it. Because you also get used to it. Like, what's 1 coffee, then a second coffee, you know? I mean, it's fun to, like, have a coffee with people or whatever, but, like... I have a rule of no coffee after... certainly 4 o'clock. But generally, I say, like, no coffee, like, after 3. It wasn't. Let's do this. We got 1 more minute. Yeah, we got like full blown collabs. It's quite good. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. But that also explains it. You're gonna be awake for another at least 3 hours. What's your usual bedtime? I know that like at uni, my usual bedtime was like... Actually, it depends. When I had classes, I would go to bed by 11. When I did not have classes, it was like 2 a.m. It was pretty bad. And actually, I remember once I used to do a lot of like MMO raiding, and I would literally raid. For some reason, my brightest idea, I was raiding with a North American guild, and I would raid till like 6 a.m. Okay, well, that's not that bad. On the weekends, I also do that 1 to 2 a.m. So it's not too bad. I'm not like a true... If I was a true streamer, like if I went streaming full time, from what I've heard, they all go to bed literally at 6 a.m. Like, I don't know how streamers function in society. They all seem to just never wake up. Oh, never sleep at normal time. Oh! Pekoran! Pekoragan! Oh, it's after using a special. This must have been way too strong. Alright, let's keep focusing on this. Oh, yeah. Stop shooting at me. In fact, I didn't see the bullets. I must have been destroying them with all my... Oh, dodge. Oh, dodge. Sorry, I'm not going to read chat for a little bit here. There's way too much going on. Ah. Nice. Okay. So I think we had beat that before. Yeah, I've done all-nighters before as well. I mean, quite a few times as well. They're not that good. They're not very useful. All right. So we did Fantasy Island, which means we're gonna do the stage 4. Yeah, we've all done it. We've all done it. It's fine. We've all done it. Okay, this will be difficult. So let's try this out. I think this is the. I'm gonna eliminate this as well. This is the hard level. So I'm gonna go with. Yeah, with my like best person here. Alright. Oh yeah, I quite like the music. It's like very dark and ominous. Let's just try immediately to go vertical. We're gonna eliminate as much useless stuff every single time. I've not beaten this level at all, by the way. Just FYI. Don't like sausage, never have. I need to get lifesteal or something that's gonna help me here. Right now, I have to dodge literally everything. Burger. Oh shit, I'm already at half health. Well, I have my ult in case. I do have regeneration, obviously, so we can slowly heal up if we don't get hit. I want that. We need to get some XP going. I don't think we win otherwise. Luckily, like, Kiara in this game mode has, like, a passive. So if I show you, she's got this passive over here, which basically, like, lets you be half damage and then, like, be invulnerable. So basically, you can't get bursted, which is really nice in the very hard levels. Go with a good old round in a circle whilst trying to dodge stuff. Strategy. That was a big guy coming. I also keep moving because that's her passive as well. One of the skills is that I keep moving. Oh shit. Losing track of my mouse. Yeah, it does a little bit. How about his speed? Nah. Oh, nice. Cool. But I need to get a lifesteal one soon. I do have immortality. My ult also makes me immortal. go BL books. Oh, one thing I forgot. Did I change my... I may have realized I didn't change my Twitch category. No, I did not. I am big stupid. There we go. I am a professional streamer. Mods? I think I'm gonna do this. It worked quite well for me before. Ouch. Oh shit. Oh. I'm kind of stuck. Let's get out here. Yago! Yeah, I'll do shockwave as well. That should make me quite, not as strong, but it shouldn't die as easily. Okay, I like my build so far. So far we're doing pretty well. I think I want bombs as well. Should be like some extra, because right now most of my damage is right where I'm at, which doesn't really do well with like maybe if there are any enemies to the side, or if I have to run around a lot more. Oh, took a hit. Yeah, you don't want to lose speed here. Oh. Alright. This would be good if I get lifesteal. Let's take that. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Oh god, we're only 5 minutes in. These runs take longer than I thought. Time definitely moves very slowly when you play this game. Oh shit. Where's my mouse? What's my mouse again? Don't really have many of these. Go for it. Alright. Is that a penguin? I really don't know what everybody's mascots or whatever you want to call it are. Let's get books. Oh, I saw Yago. Golden Yago. Nice. Are these like cheering guys as well? They're like healing and stuff as well. Alright, BL books. Get the bombs up. Alright, we should be able to collab soon. Ouch. We really need lifesteal. Oh, I forgot about... My god, I forgot about enchanting. Oh, I should be using my anvils to enchant. I am so dumb. Axe? Sure. Alright, note to self, use the anvils for enchantments. You dumb person. Luna, why didn't you tell me? Oh, I'm dodging. I'm dodging. Oh. Oh. I didn't get all the maths right. Shit. I think there's an achievement for getting all the maths right as well. Alright, I want to enchant some of this. Enchant this. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was not prepared for the fast maths. Good thing Mikachu was not here to see that. Do I want to slow or do I want to lower the... I want to swap that. I like that one. Upgrade Psycho Axe a bit more. Stop healing in, please. We're gonna get life steal soon. Quite like that one. Alright, the last one has to be a lifesteal one. Come on. Enchant. The bombs. Let's do plug pipe. I'm gonna hold on to. Maybe I won't. I can upgrade this. I'm chewing my tongue. Cracking on it. Got a couple more eliminations to go. Damage. 5 seconds till mid boss. Don't know who it is though. Oh, they're arriving now. Oh, hello. Oh, it's these guys. Hello, guys. Oh, shit. I have no lifesteal. This is really bad. The whole of ID is here. We've got Risu, we've got Oli, we've got Muna, we've got Iofi. Took one down. Let's pick these up. I'll take Ian Curse as well. There we go. Don't want to take the boxes except for my normal leveling. So I want to be able to pick, not waste. Absolutely eliminate you. Oh my god, yeah. Okay. We got rerolls as well. I think we've got natural lifesteal anyway. Freed up another space. It definitely feels like we're above the damage curve. We are definitely strong now. That is Anya's. Peeps. Whatever, we'll take some now. Okay, that's cool. Oh, we're doing well. Let's think. These two are going to combine probably. Or the dagger could combine as well. Dagger's not going to combine. Or combine with fire. We could do this. I do not suck at here. Cool. Get another collab going. We're very, very strong. I wanted to dodge all that. They're about to try and get me there. I'm locked in. Still waiting for life steal. Feels like it for me. It feels very mandatory. That should have grabbed food. But I do like that, but I feel like that's better. My current build of it. Ex-potato! I need a dodge, oh. I went to scratch in my nose. And now I'm scratching. It's kind of hot here. Not ultra hot, but enough. Who the hell are you, boy? Go, maybe. Absolutely not. That will kill me. Absolutely not. Oh, welcome back. You missed the part where it made me do maths as part of this level. Don't ask. I might rerun the level again later. But holy, that was an interesting experience. They know that VTubers are scared of math. They know our weakness. I think that was the only, like, they give you a math jump scare in like the middle of the level and that's it. But yeah. Good meme. Good meme. Oh, but anyway, we got 5 minutes of the stage still. I still don't have lifesteal. Unfortunately, still waiting for it. Oh, it truly was though. Again, I'll show you when I do redo this level with maybe a different character. One downside, the headset's pretty heavy. Probably the hard reason I'm getting neck pain anyway. Giant headset just weighing down on my head. Alright, yeah, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Alright, doing pretty well. Getting a bit messy here. There we go. That's exactly what I needed. The build is complete. Well, all the elements together. Minutes. Yeah, really good spot. I don't remember what. Well, I don't remember. I've seen. I think I saw a video a while back about what the boss was on this map. We'll see. Oh, get out of the way. And they got trap music. I really like the music here. Oh, I think this is DPS check. DPS check. DPS check. Can't see the timer. I'm gonna ult if it's about to block. Okay, I went invincible. That was very, very close. Do I care about cutting board? Sure, why not? Even though Kiara is not a cutting board. This stamp, I'm not going to do it on this run. This stamp, all it does is every time my main weapon attacks, it goes doot. I am not doing that. But it is very funny for the first like minute where it gets a bit long. I do like taking haste. But it's funny when you watch streamers because it's funny to see them get annoyed and regret picking it up. But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. 1 minute left. Down to max. Go. Picked up. 20 seconds. Alright. Let's see what we set ourselves up against. Oh, a bunch of stuff landing. Oh, it's gorilla. 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 The gorilla. Ella, no. Oh, shit. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, my God. There's bananas. I've also lost track where she is now. Oh, there you are. Oh, snap. Oh. Oh. Never. What's she say? Oh, yeah, you didn't expect the banana. Nobody expects the banana. Dala. We did it. I think that's the hardest level. Oh. God damn. Nice. Actually, you can see the achievements here. I don't know why I went to see. These are all the achievements. All the achievements. Yeah, bye. I'm not doing this. Win a jackpot in slots. Get no questions wrong. These were the math questions. I got one wrong. It was happening very, very, very fast. Okay. I did do a money run. Because we ran out of money for the gambling. So what I want to do is I am going to play a character that we've not maxed on the fandom. So probably don't know about this game, but where's the best place to see this? On the shops, is it? Is it in armor? No. Basically, if you look in the left, it shows their fandom amount. I think it's probably in the leaderboard. No, not leaderboard. Yeah, fandoms. Here we go. So it says basically how much you played. Eventually it unlocks them all. I've done all of them except for some of the new ones who I basically haven't played. All these ones here were released in the last round. So I actually haven't played all of them, so we're going to do that. I'm going to start with Pekora. And let's see. What do we want to do? Let's do a hard map on the easier. I could show you the hard one. But yeah, I'll probably get destroyed. But maybe I'll show you. Maybe I'll last long enough to get to the math part of it. I think that was about 5 to 10 minutes in. Let's see how I do. Yeah, Pekora. She came, like, she was one of the contestants for Streamer of the Year last year. And she's in Death Stranding too, as well, which is crazy. Let's go, Pekora. We'll get the rocket launcher to max. Ouch. Ouch. We're almost dead. We are almost dead. Got the burger. We definitely need to get burgers in this. Healing doubled. No. Let's try and play as if I was trying to play this for real. Even though I'm probably gonna die. Come on. What does this do? I can't even remember what it does. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. But yeah, this is when I do the money run, I'm gonna do it on her. So as you can see, she makes quite a bit of money. Yeah, this level's too hard for her right now. We will play on the easier mode. GG. Yeah, alright. Let's do the first level hard mode. And let's farm some money. Yeah, I do like the 8-bit music. It's always a good vibe. When actually, funny enough, this music, it wasn't this particular soundtrack, but from this game was played when I was walking around in Hyper Japan this weekend. Some guy was playing it like in his booth, which I found pretty fun. know what these things are. Like this rock. Shoot. I think it is a lot easier. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Oh, close. Study glasses for sure. Fires 3 missiles, damage increased by 1% for every 100 color coins. Okay, so basically I want loads and loads of money. Money! Absolutely not. Yeah? Oh, shit. I think that's pretty good as well. You can use the alt. Wait, I can use the alt on cooldown. Sleep. Yep, glasses again. I'm gonna hold on to that. Upgrade that. Do I care about this? Not really. Get my passives off as well. Sure, we can do Psycho Axe. I don't really ever care too much about my passives, dude. They usually just work by themselves. Oh shit, we gotta make space here. You can focus more on items actually in this run. Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty anti-gambling in reality. Unfortunately. Very sad. I remember I was during the time I had my first job, and I was living up in Aberdeen, and we the way it works, we were not staying in Aberdeen, we're actually staying outside of Aberdeen, and the only way to get around, like, back home was by train. We're out partying, whatever, right, you know, at night, and we were like, well, we either go now or we have to go get the last train. And we were like, just keep partying, we'll figure it out, right? And so bars closed at 1, we went to the next bar, that closed at like 3. And basically at that point, we're like, well, we gotta get a taxi all the way back, which would probably cost us about £100. We split between, like, I don't know, the 4 of us. Fine. Or we stay up, we get the first train. We're like, we'll get the first train. Then we had to stay up all night. I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? The only place that stays up all night is the casino. So that's what we did. Stayed at the casino. Now, I remember I basically never won anything. I didn't really like it as well. But I remember one time, like, we lost all our money, and then this really drunk guy, like, comes up to us, and he's like, you guys need to have some more fun. I'm about to leave and I don't need this. And he just handed us 50 quid. And I just turned around to my friend and I was like, yeah, I ain't spending this. Let's go to McDonald's. And I ain't gambling this away. This is like 4 burgers, at least. That was fun. Good times, good times. But yeah, you can also, like, anything that's gambling or anything that's like, you know, that always like hindsight based. It's never good. I remember like people going, if only I'd invested in this. Like, if I had put the money I earned, I don't know, 15 years ago in Nvidia now, I would be probably, I don't know, I would have like 10 million pounds. I'd be like a multi-millionaire. But, like, how the hell was I supposed to know? You know? Like, you just don't know. That's why I never gamble. You don't know what's going to happen. Although investing's always good. I highly recommend, like, normal, you know, good, solid company investing. Although if you're a student, it's, like, kind of hard. But I get it. Yeah, 2 Bitcoins for a pizza. I mean, you just don't know, right? That person now, like, billionaire. You'd be a billionaire, probably. Also, I'm about to die. I didn't even notice. I once again need lifesteal or anything. Let's get spider cooking. Aye. Sometimes when I get distracted. Or excited. Oh, dodge. Okay. The last one has to be either lifesteal or food. No. Roll. We'll take the sheep. I'll take the Uber sheep. Which means actually, what am I looking for? I'm looking for... Because the Uber sheep, you can actually get like a super collab. It's... Okay, I need to get the elite cooking. And the elite cooking is... Okay, I need to get the lava bucket as well. Cool. I can already feel myself tiring. I might have one more stage in me after this. I don't like that one either. I've invested too much in my my skills and not my weapons enough. I need to start doing that. Oh, really? Yeah, I feel like I'm not like... I think it's slightly like... Not rig funny, but I think some of it probably when I like look down or whatever. And sometimes I just like... I go in a funny thinking mode. And then like... I don't know. Because I can't see myself, so I don't know what I'm doing. But luckily it looks funny and not looks like I'm too grumpy. I can be grumpy, it's fine. I was born an old man basically anyway. According to my I think my parents said like I was kind of like I got an old soul is what they told me. Which I think just means I'm a grumpy old man according to them. Which I'm fine with. I think it's cool to be a grumpy old man. I have no lawns to demand kids to get off though. My place does not have a garden. Do I even have lawns in the UK? I guess there are lawns in the UK. Just not in cities. Alright, let's get axe. Ah, well. We got grandpa and grandma over here. Listen, like, if you're not a grandma, then it's like, oh well, you need to grow up. Like, it's never enough. Don't worry about it. They'll find something to comment on. You'll have your rebellious face, I'm sure. Okay, well that's not good. You probably should. Well, you said you like run and exercise, so you should at least like be kind of okay. Oh shit, Zame. Get off me. Of course, you know, you might have actual problems, and that's a different matter. But if you're actually healthy, then you shouldn't. Well, do I even want 4th line, I guess? I'm looking for fire here. I know I gotta stretch more. I think that's partly the reason why I've got this, like, my arm kind of hurts a lot at the moment. I think I have, oh, well, I mean, you know what your problem is then. I'm the same. My back actually is not usually a problem. My lower back can be, but actually, funny enough, because I sit down all the time, my back actually only hurts if I'm standing for a while. That's actually only when it hurts. When I'm sitting, actually doesn't hurt. Which I guess is not good, but you know. Like, if I go for a walk for ages, if I'm out for a long time, like, I'm like 2 hours in and I want to sit down. Which, like, was absolutely not a thing, like, when I was younger. And it's not a me getting old thing, 'cause I'm not that old. It's just I sit down all day and I work and I play video games. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, strength and greed. We should get quite a bit of money at this point. I don't know. Like I feel like someone who's like, what was it? I was watching a video. Who was it? It wasn't just Elba. It was some other celebrity, and that celebrity was like, I don't know, he was like 49, and he was saying how, like, you know, he was talking about his daughters and whatever. And he was like, you know, I go to the club, this, that, and the other. And then he was like, yeah, then these girls came up and he was like, hey, you know, I'm 20. And then she's 22. And oh my God, she's like ancient. She's like 27. And this guy's like 50 going, I guess I must be like dying now. And then he was saying how, like, when he told them that he was 50, apparently they reacted to him like he said that he had a terminal disease. And it was a lot better storytelling than I was on that, but I just found it so funny because it's so true. Cause I remember being like 11, and thinking like an 18-year-old was so old. Like, you just didn't realize. I think only recently did I start to think of teenagers actually like young, but I still don't really. Cause I think a lot of it's mental, because I can talk to teenagers kind of still okay at the moment. So like I don't feel like, oh, it's a big generation. Oh, I can't talk. Like I can't associate. I think when you can't associate, that's when you go into the whole young people these days and their TikToks and that. Like, yeah, like not like that. I will say, and I don't know how like strongly people feel on this, the teenagers that I spoke to recently, I wouldn't say I had a problem with, but I felt a generational gap, and I didn't know what that was. Like, I know people talk about this Gen Z stare a lot, which I don't really know what it is, but I feel like I got a little bit of it. So when I was, I'll just tell the story, and you tell me if I overreacted or whatever. But there's a whole bunch of us, and we're in a Discord, whatever, and we're out. I think there's this idea that Gen Zs, especially the ones who like have went through the pandemic, didn't learn any social skills. That's what I understand that to be. So, for example, I was out in Hyper Japan, like we were walking around, and one of the people in the Discord who was there, because a bunch of us were there, was like, hey, like, my phone's about to run out of charge. And I was like, oh, I got a charger. And I'm like, where are you at? She's like, I'm here. Okay, fine. So I walk over. And, I say, hey, we haven't met before. Yeah, I got a charger. And they were like, oh, okay. No, thank you. Fine. And then they're immediately, like, back on their phone, chatting away, typing away. And then they're like, he's like, oh, I want to sit down. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm not going to leave my charger with them, right? And then they kind of, like, I tried to do small talk, but they're kind of ignoring me. On their phone, yapping away on Discord to like other people, trying to organize whatever they're trying to organize. Mostly ignore most of my chat, and then when they've charged it a decent amount and they need to go, they just go. They're like, "All right, that's enough," and they gave it to me, and they just walk off. Never said thank you. Didn't go, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go meet my friend." They just walked off, and I was like, "Is this person just got no social skills?" I'm just like, huh? And apparently this is not atypical. Like, apparently there's just a lot of Gen Z who just don't say thank you. They don't really... They're just like... They have, like, delayed social reactions. And I'm like... That's apparently what... I don't know. Maybe Google it. You tell me. I'm not going to Google it whilst I'm playing. But, actually, you know what? Let me Google it. What is Gen Z stare? What is that? What is the Gen Z stare? It's a term used to describe the vacant look a Gen Zer gives in response to a question or statement. Yeah, and that's called being polite and a good person. But yeah, I've seen this actually quite a bit, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if they've just not learnt manners, or they don't know how to socialize, or if they're just so used to socializing over text that they don't actually just know how to speak. Like, I don't know what it is. And obviously I can't use a single interaction to define an entire generation. But yeah, I just found that very strange. Oh fuck. Okay, we lost. My bad. I had no like life steal as well. We're gonna try again. Definitely not doing this. What was I saying? This might be the last run, depending how long it goes. Actually, you know what? Let's do a different person, because I'm not gonna grind like overly. Let's do. Who did I not do? I am on Toa yet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this person, I don't know how old they were. I think they were at 19 as well. And not to stereotype, this person was, I think, trans or whatever. But, like, that's no excuse, by the way. Like, at all. But on the topic of phones, what I found really interesting, I don't know if, do I want to do an easy one or should I just do another? Let's just do a very, very chill game so I can yap. One thing I found, and, you know, you tell me this, but, like, I found, and maybe this is like a Gen Z versus Gen Alpha now, right? Because this might have been more of a Gen Alpha thing even. Is, like, yes, I grew up on the internet. I use my phone a lot, whatever. But I find that when I'm with my family, my parents are on the phone more than me now. Like, I'm the one saying, get off your phone at the dinner table. Which is weird. Because I remember my parents going, get out of your room, you're going to get addicted to it, blah, blah, blah. But now they're the ones who just can't get off. And I'm like, huh? When did this happen? I just found that very interesting. Yeah, and then, like, I don't know if your parents do this to you. Let's do this. I don't know if your parents ever do this to you, but I also just get, like, 1,000,001 random Facebook, Reddit article posts, which are all, like, pseudoscience. Also, how do I even do the... Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I got a machine gun. Sorry, I was saying something. Then I forgot. Yeah, but they're not even memes. They're like, look, here's an article saying how the... I mean, look, they've just been all, like, co-opted by the right. I don't know what else to say. Here's a thing where, like, if you be careful of this chemical in these skin products, or be careful of this, or there's a lot of be careful of X thing that's gonna hurt you meme. Like, do I have my phone in front of me? Let me like, I'll tell you, like, the last, like, 50 articles or whatever that's been linked in our family chat, which I think there's a little bit less. Yeah, so here an Instagram reel, a YouTube short, what else was posted? Daily Mail, somebody was murdered, a rich white person was murdered, most importantly. 2 Instagram links, reels, another Instagram reels about politics and Trump, TikTok from GB News, which is like our Fox News, like our right-wing bullshit. And then another Daily Mail article, 2 more shorts, 3 more shorts. Like, it's awful. And I obviously never respond to them. Because they're all, like, right. Again, a little bit more on the right wing. I'm, like, seemingly confrontational or whatever for doing it. Or I start a big argument. And I'm the one ruining the piece. But apparently the one putting crazy shit is not ruining the piece. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, look, you can get decent stuff from, like, Temu or whatever, but it has to be, like, a cheap, plasticky, like, cheap thing. It's not, like, don't get an iPad, you know? I do want to... I don't know But I do want to get away from like Amazon, like buying stuff from Amazon. But there's like no real good alternative like Amazon like stuff, which is really annoying. It's all this like right wing like fear mongering, because at the end of the day, things are mostly safer than they've ever been. But we just have all this, like, I remember everyone was like, oh, someone got murdered in London. I'm like, bro, when I grew up, you couldn't go to certain parts of London. It was full of gang warfare. And now those places that are full of gang warfare are full of £1 million houses. Like, in what world is everything become dangerous because of X people coming into our country? Like, oh my God, it's actually like disgusting. It's not so much that Amazon is bad, it's like they're a monopoly and I really hate monopolies. And also, yeah, I'm not saying I have a giant anti-US sentiment right now, but you know, Bezos, giving more power to Bezos so he can rent out a city for his wedding. Like, does he really need more money? But yes, I still, for the most part, buy from Amazon. I'm not on like some ultra boycott, but I'm just kind of, yeah, the crime rates are not that bad here. The reality is, petty crime is up. So like, this is what people don't understand. It's like, oh my God, people are stealing phones. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, that's bad. And yes, phone theft has gone up. And maybe it's because the cost of living has gone so bad and people are in poverty. Fine. But also, 20 years ago, people did not walk around with £1,000 in their hands and like have it out in front of them, paying not attention to things. Like, if you think about it, a phone is like £1,000, right? So if you imagine that £1,000 as a wad of cash, why do you feel so much more insecure about having £1,000 in your pocket and walking around than a phone in your pocket? Because if you ask me to, hey, take £1,000 of cash out and walk down the street with it, I'm going to feel really nervous about it. But apparently not my phone, even though it's worth that much. It's all like psychological stuff. What do I want here? Let's do sake. So again, it's very interesting. It's like the, although this has got nothing to do with it, but this is like a complete, I like, when I do comparisons, I usually do like very off the topic. You're like, how'd you get here? But I equivalent to like wearing a swimsuit versus wearing underwear for like, say like a girl. Like, underwear is sometimes is like maybe less revealing than a swimsuit. But you'd feel really weird wearing underwear in public, but not very weird wearing a swimsuit in public. And yet, in theory, it shows less. Why? Because you're socially conditioned to think that way. You're socially conditioned to associate this is okay at the beach, and this is not okay at the beach. And you don't question why. It's just all psychological. And the same thing, you're conditioned to be like okay with walking around with a £1,000 thing in your hand right in front of you, not paying attention to anything. But again, if I did that with a wad of cash. So yeah, yeah, but you get the concept, right? I don't know. It's just funny to me. See more sake here. I haven't picked up any weapons I like for whatever reason. But this is the easy mode. Like I can chat and like not pay attention because this is the first level and I'm like quite strong. Ba 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 ba. Almost maxed out the items as well. Fine, we'll do Owl Dagger. Fine, we'll do Owl Dagger. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how good of a yapper or not I am, but I find as long as I can like not have to think too hard, it's a lot easier. I think one thing I found is like trying to stream gives me a much bigger appreciation to streamers. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm not gonna go, guys, you have such a hard job. No. The streaming part's the easy job, actually. All the trying to advertise and like basically get popular, which I'm not trying to do, but like I get the concept, is a lot harder because then the actual like going live, like the streaming, the chatting. Oh, thank you. The streaming, the chatting, like that's all kind of effectively the easy part of the job. It's the part that everybody likes. It's the part that everyone wants to do. Nobody wants to advertise themselves on Reddit, on X, to talk, to network, and that's the part that no one wants to do, especially because half of us are introverts. No one wants to go video edit and like long term. But you know, on the gaming side, when you see people who can like, I don't know, play FPS and talk, and or strategy games and talk, I definitely have a bigger appreciation for it because it's hard. It's hard to like think. Like I remember, like I'm pretty glad I like play League of Legends or even TFT. Like I'll play TFT with my friend. I should really be shooting more. I'll play TFT with my friend, and I will I'll play with him, and then I'll like kind of go quiet. And then I realized because like, oh, I'm thinking so much in TFT. Oh, shit. No, it's hard. But you even heard me pause there for a second because I was like, oh, what do I want to pick? Brain short circuited? We go. That is cold now. The other thing as well is like, when you stream, you certainly think, I'm gonna do this one. You're very cognizant of being quiet, right? Because you want to, you know, entertain, chat, whatever. So like, you're constantly like, oh well, you know, I gotta speak, I gotta, you know. But what I've not like tried to check or whatever is like, actually, if you think about other streamers, like, are they actually speaking all the time? Because sometimes they probably are quiet, and then you just don't notice for whatever reason. Like you're just like, oh well, you know. So it's like, it's always like a lot louder to yourself. It's like in even like normal conversation. You may think there's an awkward pause, but the other person's like, no, there was no awkward pause, because I think it's always like the other person always gives you a little bit more leeway than you give yourself. Shoot. Sure. I've got all the like long range weapons here. Yeah, see this one? Alright, we got Arme. No, not Arme yet. We've got Bubazilla in a second. Die! Ah. Yeah, it's not that bad. I don't think I've taken almost a single bit of damage. There's an achievement for that. I've already got it, but there's an achievement for taking no damage. There's also an achievement for sitting still, like the entire game, like this. Like the entire game, and I think and beating it this way. Which, I mean, in theory, I probably could do a decent amount of that now. Obviously, when you start the game, you can't do that. You haven't got all the roguelike upgrades. But I like to move regardless. I like to move it, move it. Oh, I like this as well. Do I want size? Yeah, I don't care about size. At least when it comes to guns. Double hat. Yeah, that's nice. I remember when this game first came out. I mean, like the really well, what's this again? This is the oh, I was about to say, why did I remind you of that? And then I remembered what I did. Wow, we're evaporating these things. I've not seen. Did I see? I think I saw the first two Madagascar movies. It's been a long time. There's quite a few movies that I kind of just not seen. Like I kind of always meant to watch the Minion movies. Don't ask me why. I just, because everyone knew the Minion movies or whatever. But I just never. I never really watched it. Oh, konbanwa. I'm doing well. How are you, Sir John? Yeah, when I say Minion movies, I meant like the Despicable Me or whatever it's called. I know. I remember I went on the Minions ride in Universal Studios Japan, and I didn't really get half the jokes, but I was like, oh, just a fun ride. Which one do I want here? Let's get some BL books. You want some advice? All good account. Well, tell us a little bit about that. Oh, you mean the actual Minions movie? Yeah, I hadn't seen that one either. Wait, what? Hold on, let me read this. My mum, I bought a bunch of snacks for my brother who was going to visit. Inside the bag. This is a very interesting one here. Let's get the full story before I decide on where I think this is going. I feel like I just read a Reddit post. I didn't get it. Maybe it's getting too late. My brain is not working. I don't get it. What's the thing that they said? I'm if it's good, congratulations, and if it's bad, I'm sorry it happened to you, man. What's the meme on that? It is very hard to read whilst playing this game. Alright. We're gonna get the books up even more. Wow, everything's like evaporating here. I also quite like this one. I really like this stamp. Because it like stuns enemies, but it also destroys enemy projectiles, which when you get to some bullet hell, which we won't get on this level, but you will like end up with quite a few you'll be able to save quite a bit from that. Toe with a gun, toe with a gun. Alright, let's get. What do I? Oh, it's to be able to protect me from behind. I'm gonna get this hollow bomb, fine. Let's stop that. I don't know what I'm planning this weekend, stream-wise. I don't really have much on, I think. Actually, let me check my phone. My phone will tell me if I've got anything going on. I don't think. God, my Discord's been blowing up meanwhile. Sorry, I'm throwing shade at my sisters. Hold on. They were saying in the family chat, my sister was like, mum has an Amazon addiction. Every day Amazon delivers without fail. And then I was like, because I remember my sister, oh, I cannot have more than like 10. I just leave them if I don't use them, quite frankly. It's like sometimes I'll hold even the inactive ones because like, because I want to, like the small ones. Yeah, but then I said to my sister, it reminds me of your ASOS addiction, because I remember a time when she used to get ASOS every day, which is a clothing company type thing, if I remember. So yeah, people in was it glass houses, something shouldn't throw stones. Okay, well, if you never like actually use it, but also like it depends, like, because it's okay like if you don't use it much, but like it's also not used a lot. So for example, we have like certain groups for, let's say, like when I do collabs, I have some group chats for that, but it only like activates when they actually want to collab. So it never pings unless like I need to pay attention to anyway. So I don't mind that. But it's the ones where like I never chat in it, when I'm like, oh, what's the point? And it pings a lot. Yeah, I don't have very many at all. Okay. Yeah, I think after this level we'll probably call it a day, because tomorrow is still the school night. Tomorrow is still a day I gotta work. Luckily, like today was like the really busy day. I had a lot of work today, like a ridiculous amount of work today. Oh yeah, I do that as well. I do it, except I I let them ping if I get like a mention, I guess, or whatever it is, like an @me type of thing. I'll like let that ping me. But yeah, like general whatever, no. Well, at least I'll mute the noise or whatever. Like it very rarely do I get a like a ding, the ding kind of noise. More bombs. I do compelled to drink some water, but I also compelled to go to the bathroom if I drink anymore. More guns! More guns! More guns! Shoot the bread dogs! There can only be one Sunlight. Me. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I never really understood the do not disturb, because it's like, except like temporarily, I feel like I'm temporarily busy. Like me in streaming. Well, then I just mute them. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one or the other. It's for me. You can also just, because I have my mixer, my volume control stuff, I can also just lower the sound that Discord makes. Although that also then lowers the, like, if I'm actually listening on Discord, speaking to people on Discord, so it's not that ideal either. It's enchantment. Let's strengthen that. But yeah, like, I have a friend who also is pretty much always permanently on Do Not Disturb. Which I always assumed is because she would just get messaged a lot. But I think it's one thing is direct DMs, and it's another thing if it's just like Discord DMs. Discord you can again, like, you can mute servers. You don't really want to mute your friends. At that point you just mute everything. Alright, let's kill all this shit. Give me an anvil. Get me the anvil. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but that's fine. Oh, I mean, look, I'm not criticizing. I'm just like saying what I do. Where's our man? Oh, hello. Ah. Don't sit on me. I mean, do sit on me. I mean, don't sit on me. Shoot. Oh. Shoot. Oh. Shoot. Ah. Oh, shit. Oh, she died in the air. Konyapi. We did it. That's my first win. I still need a win with some of the other ones. I've not won with these two. Yeah, these. Oh, have I not won with Murray? Really? Okay. Because I got 3 I need to win with. To get, I guess, the achievement. But okay. Oh. It just froze. It's my phone's warning I got low battery, which is probably a good time to then end it here. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Mikachu for spending a bunch of time in chat and chatting away. It's a lot easier to yap when someone yaps back. So thank you. My next stream probably will either be on the weekend, or again it'll be next Tuesday maybe. I definitely have a collab next Thursday, but I will probably stream before then. But yeah, otherwise I think I'll leave it there. And yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Ciao.